Hi everyone, this is Elijah Stewart, herbalist, root worker, and psychic here in Lansing, Michigan. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about incense. I'm pretty finicky about the incenses that I use, especially the stick incense. And here's why. Stick incense is usually the cheaper forms of it are made by blending perfume oils, usually not essential oils because essential oils are volatile and the scent will degrade over time. But they blend the perfume oils and then dip charcoal sticks into them. Now, this is perfectly fine for incense that you just want to burn because it smells pretty. Because there's a lot of really good smelling incense that is done in this way. For me, though, I like being the plant person that I am. I like to be able to tell where the plants are in the instance that I'm using, and for that reason, that makes me pretty finicky. So most of the instances that are going to be the charcoal sticks that are dipped in perfume oils, they're going to be a solid black. And here we have some in a package, and they're going to look really, really uniform. As I'm trying to have it so you can see a little bit better through the package here. Now this is an Archangel incense that we have here at Coyote Wisdom. It smells delightful. It is wonderful incense. However, for the purposes of working magic, I feel that incense that has the herb contained within it, I feel that that's a little bit better. Now, there are two basic types of incense that do have the herb in it, and some are herbs that are ground up and rolled onto a stick, usually with a benzoin base to keep it held together, and they come out looking more like this, where the sticks are a little, they're not as uniform as you would find in the charcoal. This is a wonderful patchouli with dragon's blood incense by Nature, also that we carry here at the store because we carry really good incense. Love the incenses that we have. Here is an example of a resin incense. And this is a frankincense and myrrh blend, and you can see the actual pieces of resin stuck to the incense stick. These are going to be the preferred kinds of incense that you use. That was also Nature, their Greek blend of frankincense and myrrh, and this is patchouli that has been ground and rolled onto the stick. Now, most of these incenses, the base that they're using when they're rolling it onto the stick is the sandalwood base, which is why a lot of incense has a familiar smell regardless of the scent that you have. It's usually because of the base that they're using. Cheaper incenses may use a sawdust base, but you won't find most of those incenses in a metaphysical shop. The other way to go for incense is to actually burn resin, like we have here, where it looks like little chunks of rock. This is a frankincense and myrrh resin blend that you can kind of see as I try to not have it roll onto my computer. There we go. Where they look more like stones. They're little pieces of dried resin that you would then burn on charcoal. And these are the types of charcoals that you want to use, not the kind that you would use for a barbecue. These are charcoals that are made either for the burning of incense, specifically resin incenses, like the frankincense and myrrh that I have in my hand here, but they're also frequently used for hookah pipes. I find that this is my preferred way of doing incense for a magical working, simply because I have more control over the herbs that are contained within it. I can charge the herbs as I'm grinding and blending it together. It gives a little more empowerment and a little more oomph to the working that I'm doing. Now, there are also other forms of incense that are out there. There is a self-lighting powdered incense, which is basically the herb mixed usually, once again, in a base. It can either be a sandalwood base, or sometimes the base will even be um, sawdust still. But it's blended into this powder, and it will simply say self-lighting powdered incense. The trick with those is that they contain a mineral called saltpeter that is also contained within the charcoal to make it light. And the saltpeter keeps it burning and makes it a self-burning incense. Self-lighting incense does not mean you put it out and it magically lights itself. By the way, it means that you don't. It doesn't require a charcoal. That you're able to light it and it will burn on its own. The other common form of incense you'll find are incense cones, and those are usually, once again, the herb ground up with usually in a woody herb base like sandalwood, and mixed together with different oils, resins, and benzoin to help it hold together, and they're just shaped into the form of cones. Most of the commercial cones contain saltpeter in them as well, which is what allows them to stay lit. So this has been my little spiel about incense today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you are having a blessed, blessed day.